Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at Nasdaq. It is time for another update, and quickly on the long time frame. We are tracking here, for any of you who might be new, the 1-2 setup that formed initially, and then within the larger third wave we have an additional 1-2 setup, a third wave that could be very well near completion, and then we would be looking for a fourth and a fifth to complete the larger wave 3. Now, since it is not clear that we completed yet this wave 3, we are tracking internally a 5-wave structure where here is a wave 1, here we have a wave 2, a third wave up, a fourth wave down, and now a fifth wave to the upside. Now, this is one of the many interpretations that could actually work out for this overall trend, but realistically, we have to be very aware that we could be towards the end of a very large cycle. Now, internally, within this large wave 3, we really are in the internal wave 5, where in fact we could also count a 5-wave move structure, where now we would be towards the end of the internal 5th wave of the 5th wave. And in this area, in the previous video, I actually provided you these, in the previous video I provided you this smaller support zone, but I provided you previously these support zones that would allow for further continuation to the upside. And we managed so far to hold support within the orange interpretation, where even now we could still be expecting another high. Now, this could work out in a slightly different count than what we have here demonstrated in orange on the chart, and I might even prefer a slightly different interpretation, but it would still be extremely similar, where I would still be looking here for a C wave to the upside, but the internal structure could be counted in a few different ways, where I could even say that this fifth wave to the upside could be looking for a 4-5 pattern to complete it, to have a full 5-wave structure, and then it would really be an impulse that we would be tracking here within this wave C. But nonetheless, we did hold the support zone, and we did manage to create the reaction to the upside that we expected, even though at this time we actually fell here. We failed to hold the ideal support zone, and we still managed to push higher, but realistically it could even be that the count was reset, and then we are really looking here at a 1, 2, 3, 4th and the 5th to the upside. But that might fail a little too early, and I will give you a few different interpretations of this 5th wave that we are tracking here to the upside. But before we get any closer to this area, I want to point out a few different things. So I am being very careful with this structure, because realistically this count could still turn into something that could be much more bullish, where it could even be a series of 1-2 setups that developed here in this area, and then we could even now be in a very strong third wave to the upside. But realistically, we are on the large time frame towards a possible full count once we actually form the last 4-5 pattern here in this area. And once this third wave has a full count, it could go lower at any point, but not just a small retracement. It could actually head into a very large correction that could take years to complete. And even from this point, if I actually even adapt the top to the latest high, from even at this point, from the current level, we could expect an over 50% correction to reach only the first level of support here within this wave 4, that would start clearly at the $11.7k level, and also it goes all the way down to the $5k level. Now, internally, I just mentioned that I would give you a different interpretations that could be tracked in this area, and what I'm mostly focused on is still a diagonal structure, where previously we were still considering the possibility of this working out as an impulse, but that would most likely have to turn into something much more bullish at this point. So I prefer a more conservative approach for now, where this would be a wave 1 up, a wave 2 down, and within the third wave to the upside we are tracking an ABC structure that could technically even be complete at this point. And for that, we will track this support zone in green that is or starts from the $22.88K level and goes all the way down to the $20K level. And as long as we hold this support zone, I could still see further continuation to the upside within the fifth wave working out, and then we could realistically be looking at a complete count. Now, within this third wave, I could also picture a few scenarios where we would actually still see extension to the upside. So firstly, we could be tracking an impulse within this wave C, where this would be a 1, 2, then this would be a third wave up, a fourth wave down, and then a fifth wave to the upside, where again, even within this fifth wave to the upside, I have different interpretations that could work out. Now, we will focus mostly on two of them, because one of them is here where we have 1, 2, a third wave up, a fourth wave down, that could have even completed actually, and then we would like another fifth to complete the impulse. But then we could also track what we had previously in orange, where this would be a wave 1, this would be a wave 2, this could be a third wave up, but then the fourth wave could have even bottomed in this area, even if it didn't create a lower low than what we previously had here. It could really be still an ABC setup, or sorry, an ABC structure to develop within this wave 5. So in that idea, I could allow the support zone to go all the way down to the 78.6% retracement and still look for a more direct continuation to the upside. What I would prefer to happen is to really use the wave 4 support in this area and push higher, and the wave 4 support zone would actually start from much closer, and it would actually be from the 23.6% retracement, and we would have already even reached it, also in a quite sharp fashion, very common within diagonal structures, as is this an ABC pattern. Now, I cannot tell exactly which one of these will work out, but if you are interested in a more direct approach, in a more direct entry, closer to where the price is, to have a more guaranteed entry, basically, you could be looking at any of these support zones, and we could still be looking for a direct continuation within this wave 3. Now, if we break below this 78.6% retracement, there is a high likelihood that we would actually be heading down in this fourth wave to the downside, in this larger support zone that really starts at the $22.8K level and goes very, very deep, while still allowing for further continuation to the upside. And for now, all else I can do is add here a small count for the blue interpretation, what we could be tracking. I don't know if we really should be looking to add also a count for the the orange interpretation. It really would just be an ABC structure that would develop. We can do another update if we manage to head below the fourth wave and find support. And for now, these are the levels. This is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover, and I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.